Hello everyone, it's me, ItzJhief here, and this week in Minecraft has been pretty tragic to say the least. Just in case you've been living in the Nether or under a rock over the past few months, you will have saw Minecraft and Mojang almost on a roller coaster. There's been some positives, mainly with the release of the Wild update, and not because it's actually a good update, but because it's finally out of the way. But there's also been many negatives, more recently with the release of Minecraft 1.19.1. In this video we're going to be talking all about it and why the community is furious. We're going to be recapping everything which has happened, so sit back everyone, drop the video a like if you enjoy it, subscribe at the end of the video, and let's dive right into it. So everyone, just in case you've been living in the Nether, like I said, be sure you go back on this channel and look over the past week's worth of videos, and you will notice a trend that the majority of them have been pretty negative. Usually here on the channel we cover the latest news and information, but due to Mojang currently being on summer break, there really hasn't been too much to talk about, and that's one thing I've saw people especially angry with. Obviously there's a ton of backlash right now surrounding Minecraft and the Wild update, and people are just saying like, Mojang, why are they doing nothing? But I'm not sure that many people are aware that after the release of every big update, Mojang do go on like a 2 to 3 week vacation, so right now they're still on that and they will not be back for a little while, which is why they've been very quiet on Twitter and they've been just very quiet elsewhere. There's not been many articles or anything on the Minecraft.net website, so people are just really confused why Mojang have gone just like completely silent about this. And I think one thing that really does not help is how they're almost kind of not acknowledging any of the backlash or hate. I understand that the developers do not like this, and it's like obviously horrible when people attack them and be horrible to them. I do not agree with that, but one thing I do not like is when we had like Corey like just fully coming out and saying the support is overwhelming, and he's never saw people so hyped for a Minecraft update. Like, that is blatantly not true. Although they may have been quite a bit of support for this update, I do not like the fact that the developers are just going full steam ahead with things, acting like nothing is wrong, when the community is literally split down the middle. I'll show you this again here just in case you want another look at it. This is some of the latest Google trends for Minecraft. Obviously this does not represent the player numbers, but it does show how many people are searching for it. I shown this earlier in the week and some people were pretty shocked to see this, but obviously with the release of the Wild update we saw a peak on the graph, which is pretty good. That's normal. More people will be searching it and playing it around that time. But just before that, in the lead up, in the hype phase for this update, it was at the lowest point since pre 1.16, which is terrifying because that is when the game was pretty much known for being pretty much non-existent, like. So that is pretty terrifying, and I just wonder what will happen over the next few weeks and months. I hope Minecraft can make a recovery, but at the moment it seems like the Wild update has done immense damage. Earlier in the week we did talk about obviously the community backlash, and I made a few videos about that, and I just want to sum it up quickly here. Many people just call Minecraft players entitled or salty or like babies or something like that, but I do not agree, and I even talked about this. This community backlash is what really encourages Mojang to do better. If the community get a bad update like the Wild update and just act like it's completely fine, then Mojang will not learn from this mistake. But thanks to the community like publicly talking out about this, especially big Minecraft content creators like AntVenom and DanTDM, this should push Mojang in the right direction. And I feel like I have to reiterate this, I'm not talking about people attacking developers because that is not feedback. I'm talking about like DanTDM making videos about it and criticizing it, and AntVenom publicly talking about disappointment with Mojang. That is what I mean by backlash, not just silly people attacking Mojang, of course. But yeah, that is probably one of the most important things which has been happening lately, the community, and just seeing people's reaction to this update, which is definitely pretty interesting. But we also did get some pretty interesting information. We did find out about the blue frog from a very mysterious serious video on the official Minecraft channel. I'll try my best to find a link to that specific video, but we did get a look at concept art for blue frogs. Unfortunately, this has got people speculating like wild about the possibility of a wild update part 2, and it definitely starts to seem like that when we have the developers talking about how many ideas I had for this update, also birch forest, fireflies, and now the blue frog. It is all kind of piling up to make us believe that there will be another wild update. Similarly, this week we also talked about the new Minecraft 4th dimension, and I pretty much did a video answering like once and for all, will this happen? And to sum it up pretty nicely in this one, I think it will. If you want to find out more, check out the full video about that. It's definitely pretty interesting. But yeah, apart from that, there's not much new information. Obviously, we've still got like King Bee dogs and the mysterious portal structure from the wild update. So yeah, check out that video if you want to know more. But yeah, there's also been some huge leaks, not this week, but we did talk about them this week, about Minecraft Live and what is going on with that. It was found, and I definitely recommend you check out my full video about that, but it was found that there are some buttons apparently in the works for Minecraft Bedrock Edition, so that when you load up the game you can press these buttons and it will allow you to interact with the mob vote, I think, and Minecraft Live itself. That is definitely very interesting and exciting, because what this could mean is that the votes will be taken off Twitter, where they can easily be influenced by people like Dream, and they can actually be fully used by the players, which is pretty good. It will mean more people get to vote, and it will be much easier, much more convenient. People will not need to Twitter. So all in all, this seems like a very good change. And the final thing we talked about this week in Minecraft was something pretty scary, and this is a new policy changes introduced by Microsoft to Minecraft Java Edition. What this is pretty much doing is it's going to get a bunch of players banned for silly new reasons to do with chat. This could be from a misunderstanding or pretty much something like that, but what this new change, I believe it's added in 1.19.1, what this will allow players to do is directly report each other through chat, where then that is sent to a Microsoft moderator, where then the player can be banned for life from multiplayer on that specific Java account, which is pretty scary. So all in all, this week we've had some good things, a very few number of good things, mainly just the blue frog, and there's also been some bad things, quite a bit unfortunately, about obviously these new policy changes and Mojang and the community being upset. Just a ton of negativity right now within the community. Let me know your thoughts about that down below in the comments, everyone. But it's been me, ItzJhief here. Thank you all so much for watching. Check out all the videos I mentioned in this one to find out more. I fully explain it in detail, but just in case you do not know, this series is just like a recap to keep you all up to date with what's happened. But yeah, for more detail, check out those individual videos. Thank you everyone, and goodbye.